What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing Saturday Night. Basically, Saturday Night is the first 90 minutes before that show actually aired, the first episode. I got the chance to see this on October 11th, which was maybe 6 days ago, almost a week ago. I very much apologize how late this video will be. And if you watched my Joker 2 review, which you definitely should go watch right here, it's been a little bit of a rough week with midterms, with college, personal life, and all that jazz. But I have gotten the chance to see this, and I want to just give my thoughts on it because I haven't seen too many people give their thoughts on the movie, and I actually really wanted to. So, with all that being said, let's get into today's video. So yeah, Saturday Night, like I said, is the first 90 minutes before the show actually aired. And what's really cool is this actually came out on October 11th, and that's when the first episode aired. It's the 49th anniversary. I felt they could have waited till maybe next year to actually release the movie because then it would have been 50 years. But regardless, this movie I thought was chaotic, so fun, creative. We're going to get into spoilers, even though it's really hard not to because it's, of course, based off a true event. This is kind of like a biopic in a way. But it's so chaotic and messy, and I love it. It's so anxiety-inducing, and quite frankly, I live for it. I always grew up on SNL, but I never really watched the episodes throughoutly, maybe a few here and there. But I always grew up with like the clips, like my dad is a big SNL fan. So I, of course, always grew up watching some of like Chris Farley's Saturday Night Live sketches, maybe Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler. The Lonely Island, that was always a big era for me, Bill Hader's era. And not really the opening, like season 1, season 2. I more got into when like Chris Farley was in it, David Spade, and most of those people. So I never really was in it when these these actors were part of it, or these characters. But of course I know who they are. We got Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd. Those are my two main ones that I knew. There's that one guy, and I can't think of his name right now, but he's in Animal House and Blues Brothers. Of course, I knew who he was, but I've actually never seen Animal House or Blues Brothers, so I didn't really know him too well. I didn't really know any of the other characters. Of course, we got Lorne Michaels, played by Gabriel LaBelle, I believe his name is. I think, don't quote me on that. But anyways, his performance as Lorne Michaels was great. I think he did a phenomenal job, especially portraying like the anxiety-inducing aspect that goes into probably making this first episode. We don't really know how much this first episode is accurate, or how much this film is accurate to making the first episode. But if it is, this is insane. We also got Jim Henson in there. Oh, and Andy Kaufman. The whole Andy Kaufman bit was so funny, especially since that's how it opens up. And I only knew Andy Kaufman from the Man on the Moon movie with Jim Carrey. And Andy Kaufman's just a comedic legend, and so him in there was really funny. And the fact that Andy Kaufman and Jim Henson are played by the same person, I didn't even realize that until someone pointed it out to me, and then I actually realized it and paid attention to that. But this movie is really funny, and every actor nails their characters, nails them. I will say, I forget the guy, but the guy who plays Chevy Chase, he plays the Riddler in Gotham. Absolute banger performance as Chevy Chase. Same with Dan Aykroyd, with Dylan O'Brien. The guy from New Girl, Winston, is in this movie. I don't know who he plays. Don't really know who that is. But yeah, that was cool. He did great. But the main shining star is definitely Gabriel LaBelle. That's really all I could say about it. It's a really fun time, and I think you're really going to appreciate this movie if you were a big fan of the first Saturday, or if you're a big fan of Saturday Night Live growing up, or just in general are a big fan of Saturday Night Live, or just kind of like chaotic, anxiety, fun. Because like this kind of feels like it's literally just 90 minutes of the beginning before the show actually aired. And I will say it kind of drags on towards the third act, especially before they actually go on air, when Lauren has to go look for, I forget his name again, but you know, the guy from Animal House, and has to kind of just go recruit him back. That was really good. We also got J.K. Simmons in here. Very random appearance. And Willem Dafoe was in this, and that was really fun to see. It was just a very fun time, and the fact that Andy Kaufman kind of saves the show with his performance of Mighty Mouse is great. And the fact that this show made me want to do research and made me rewatch the first episode of Saturday Night Live, start to finish, it made me really appreciate this movie. I was really looking forward to this movie since I saw the first trailer, and I will say it definitely lived up to the hype. For plot, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It's pure anxiety inducing, pure chaos fun. It reminds me of the same feeling I got while watching Wolf of Wall Street. It's just a really fun time, and there's a lot of jokes in here that made me laugh that I was very surprised at. Visually, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I love the way it's shot. I love the cinematography. Oh, also we get, I forget his name. But he's in, Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal is in this movie. He's not in it, but his character's in it. Was not aware that he was almost a part of SNL in season 1. That was very fun to find out. Sorry, off topic here. Acting, 9 out of 10. Like I said, everyone nailed their characters. The soundtrack is a 9 out of 10. There was a lot of good songs and soundtracks from this in this movie, like score-wise and all that jazz. Enjoyment, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It was very fun, very exciting to see. For the intro, I'm giving it a 7. It takes a little bit to get into, just purely based off like the starting point. But as soon as we get past that opening sequence, it just goes right into it. And I love how fast it gets into it, and I love how quick it gets into it. It's just the beginning is a little slow, but it's pretty good. It's the lowest that this movie has. That ending is a 9 out of 10. I love the ending. I love how it's the first act or the first sketch within the episode, and then it's just Chevy Chase saying this is Saturday night, and that's the end of the movie. That's great. I loved it. So overall, I'm giving this movie an 89 out of 100. I think this movie is in my top 5 of the year. I really liked it, really appreciated it, and I think you guys should definitely check it out. Again, like I said, if you're a big fan of just movies that are like fun to watch, or like kind of like biopics, like oddly enough, I think the biopic genre is actually very fun to watch, and people portray people. I think that's really fun. I thought it was a really good time. Really, I liked the movie a lot. So yeah, with all that being said, that was my review for Saturday Night. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. If you really liked it, make sure you subscribe. If you really like it, make sure you like the video. I said it the other way around. If you like the video, make sure you like it. If you really like it, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see future videos like this, make sure you ring that bell and put it for all videos so you can keep watching. With all that being said, thanks for watching. This is out. Peace!